A Clean Slate. Hi, and welcome to the Worship Cafe. My name is Olan, and I'm going to be your host for a few minutes. This is the Worship Cafe, where I share basically my rants for the week, DIY tips and helpful thoughts to help the budding worship leader, worship musician, or creative person. I'm hoping you've had a great week. Today we'll be speaking about, by the way, it's our episode 10, which is 10 episodes in a row, which has been a good ride, and I want to thank everyone who's been listening. But today I'll be speaking on a very short theme, which says a clean slate, a new start, a new beginning. So what is this clean slate? We all love the opportunity to be able to start afresh. I mean, picture yourself in an exam situation where it's a 3-hour paper, and 2.5 hours into the paper, you haven't had the best shot at writing your answers. You probably were stuck 1 hour in and you've run out of time. And imagine somebody comes in and says, okay, I'll give you a fresh start. Start again, new set of questions, or even the same questions, but start again. You've got time. All of a sudden, a new lease of life, is released, and you say, oh, wow, I thought I was running out of time. Now I am in a zone where I can try to become what I set out to do, which is finish this exam. Or picture yourself, in a scenario as a creative person where you've done a lot of things. In our hurry to get ahead, we try to circumvent ourselves and launch out without having all of the information that we need or access to the right source for information. And so we might make innocent mistakes, some of them costly, some of them not so costly, and we find ourselves stuck in a rut or stuck somewhere, living with the consequence of previous mistakes. It would be good at that point to be able to have a reset button to say, okay, well, I wish I could undo this. I use a recording editing software called Cubase, and one of the most powerful tools there is the undo button. And you can undo as many as 20, 40, 50 times. Keep going back until you get to the place where you think you left off on a tangent. And how beautiful really would it be in life to have such a reset button, a clean slate, to start again. But I dare say that, as I ponder over it, that the universal God gives us a clean slate every day. Think about it. It's a new morning. It's a new start to a good day, to a brand new day. Nobody has ever lived today, before. We're all experiencing it for the first time. Some things happen in cycles, but for the most part, the day is new. So that gives us an opportunity to look again, to think again, to reflect, to introspect, to find out what it is that I did wrong or not so well yesterday, and how can I improve on it? How can I make the most of my life or my goals with the limited information that I have, with the set of tools that I have? In thinking over, was reflecting over a movie. I think it was the lead character was, what's his name now? I don't remember. Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's the guy. I think it was Tom Cruise. And in that movie, he kept reliving the same day every day. So it was like a dream, and he'd wake up. So if he got to die, he'd wake up again, and it would be the exact same time on the morning when the movie starts, and it plays out the scenario again. And every time he did the cycle, he got one set of information and another piece and another piece and another piece. And over time, he was able to piece together how to beat this endless cycle. Now, I know in reality, that's like a preposition that, come on, this doesn't make any sense. And I know that. But in a movie sense, it makes a lot of sense to be able to get another chance and another chance and another chance to piece the information together. But guess what? God has offered all of us a second chance, and time and again a second chance. I think the problem really is we fail to grasp the concept of a clean slate. To a guy who has been charged with murder, who has gone to prison and has come out of prison and has been given a pardon, he recognizes the weight of a clean slate, to be able to walk out a free man. Yes, still being burdened with the guilt of his past, but hopefully realizing that that's behind him and he can start again. Sometimes I find myself in a position where I'm thinking, oh, I've done that wrong. I've said that wrong. I can't take back those words. And I capture and replay the scenario over and over again. And that kind of guilt that doesn't go away and that doesn't lead to repentance or making you better, it's not worth it. It's not useful for you. So in my own little understanding of this clean slate, I think it's something it's worth embracing. I was thinking to myself about this clean slate, and there's very few things in life that have more potential than a clean slate. So to that person who's gone to prison, has come out of prison, and is trying to make a start, a clean slate offers such a huge potential to say that, look, I was this person before, but this is who I am now, and I'm going to build on who I am now. Okay, I've made these mistakes before. This is who I am now, and I'm going to work, tirelessly until I become better. I often say to myself, I'm not in competition with anyone. I am in competition with my former self. So if yesterday it was tough, today should be better, and hopefully tomorrow better. So that's been my rant this morning about a clean slate, a clean start. God gives us a new beginning every day. He's a God of new beginnings. He starts things and he restarts things. He resets things. And he's fond of doing this because he wants to give all of us an opportunity to become better, to become all that he has desired for us. And maybe you don't believe in the concept of God or a universal God. I can understand. I can relate, because sometimes some of us struggle with concepts that are beyond us or that are just outside of our worldview. And I get it. But this is my take. This is my interpretation. This is based on my worldview, and I'm hoping that it helps you or helps someone. So if you're feeling bogged down, pressed down, repressed, I want you to refocus. Every day you wake up, breathe in some air and say, okay, this is a fresh start. This is an opportunity for a clean slate, a breakaway from what has always been, and as you seize the moment, seize the opportunity, hopefully you can tap into the potential that this clean slate has got to offer. I've been Olan, and you've been wonderful. Thank you for everyone who's shared the podcast. A big announcement's coming in the coming weeks. I will stay close. A big announcement's coming about the Worship Zone and the Worship Cafe. I will speak to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.